Hello there, it's your friend Phil here, Project Management Trainer and Coach. Over the past few days, I've been speaking to you about the PMP Exam Philosophies regarding risk management, and now I just want to talk to you about the overall PMP exam. See, the overall PMP exam espouses this philosophy: total ownership, total accountability. It's the job of the project manager to fix things. So if you get a question on the PMP exam that asks you to solve a problem, you gotta solve the problem to get the question right. If you aren't solving the problem, you will not get the question right. If you are passing the buck to someone else, you won't get the question right most of the time. You see, on the exam, you're usually given an option to solve the problem or to do something else, like call a meeting or tell senior management. Now, while we cannot absolutely rule out that option on some questions, for the most part, if you're not solving a problem, if you're not putting things right, you're not going to get the question right. So questions in which it says, what should the project manager do? The best thing to do is to address the problem at hand. Burying your head in the sand, the mother may I factor, where the PM looks at management as his or her mother asking, what should I do? Those don't fly. Those are not the best option. So if you are taking the exam, make sure that you are really solving the problem. The PMI in chapter 8, they give us a framework for problem solving. And I would advise you to take this approach to solving problems on the PMP exam. I refer to this as DIGCIV. DIGCIV. What does it mean? You got to define the problem. When you're reading a question on the PMP exam, you got to define what the problem is. Is the problem truly a schedule problem? Is there even a problem? For example, it could say the project manager discovers a deadline is approaching. See, that doesn't really tell you anything bad is going on. But the word deadline has a negative connotation, doesn't it? And it makes you think, oh, there's something wrong. So project manager sees a deadline approaching. There's only 70% of the work done. What should the project manager do? That doesn't tell me there's anything wrong. Saying a deadline is approaching and that only 70% of the work has been done does not tell me enough to warrant me to fast track or crash or do any of those things. So you got to be careful, the options that you're given might mislead you. The question obviously has been designed with, a kind of deceit factor. If you're not careful, you're going to go off on the wrong track and choose the wrong thing. So whenever you see questions on the exam, make sure that you read between the lines. What are they really saying? Or what aren't they saying? Because a lot of times what they aren't saying will lead you to the right answer. Saying a deadline is approaching, that is not saying anything bad is going to happen. Saying you're only 70% of the work done is not saying anything bad will happen. So the general philosophy for the exam, my friends, is to solve the problem. Two people having an argument on the project, you're the project manager, what should you do? Ignore them, it's their own problem. That is not a good option, for example. So you have to read between the lines. What will solve the problem? What will solve a technical problem? What will solve a human relations problem? That is what the exam will test you on. It's going to be one of those. Problem with humans, materials, equipment, supplies, facilities, milestones, cost, the knowledge areas. It's going to be a problem with one of those. So how do you solve the problem? So DIGCIV, define the problem, identify the root cause, generate options. So as you're reading through the question, identify the root cause. What is causing this problem that the PMI have described in this question? What is causing it? And then when you realize what's causing it, after you've generated solutions, you choose the best solution. That's the C, choose the best solution. And then implement the solution. So on the exam, it's choosing the best solution, going with it, but But you also want to verify and validate based on what you know about the ITTOs that that is really the best option for you to choose. Okay? So I hope that helps you. Lots of you are taking the exam before end of June. I wish you all the best, rooting for your success. If you have not signed up for project management training and coaching that can help you, you might want to go to our website, praizion.com. That's PRAIZION.com. Go there, check out the solutions we have for you. We have a full 35 contact hour course. We have lots of other options that you can get access to immediately right there on the website. Okay? All the best. Talk to you soon.